Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett. Today's Free Comic Book Day, and as a surprise, I was able to get early review copies of every Marvel release. Yes, Marvel has hooked us up, so we got to get a look at what Marvel has in store. Now, the embargo is lifted, and that means it's review time. So Marvel actually has 4 comics that you might be able to get today at Free Comic Book Day. All right, first up, the big one a lot of folks are probably looking forward to. It's Avengers X-Men Eternals Judgment Day. Leading up to the big event that's going to be coming, that's going to take all 3 properties and bring them together. This is a really interesting release in that it gives a decent background about what that conflict's going to be. It really does a fantastic job of setting up the Eternals, X-Men, and Avengers conflict, and really lays out why they would be pissed at each other and eventually battle. It's a really, really solid comic that actually got me excited for an event. Now here's hoping the event pays off on that. It lays out everything. You don't need to know anything about these trio of groups. It does a fantastic job. Props to Kieran Gillen, Dustin Weaver, and Marty Gracia for this. All right, next after that, we have Bloodline from Danny Lore, Karen S. Darbo, Ian Hearing. This is a really interesting one. I mean, I think it's already been released and told what's up. It's the daughter of Blade. Yes, there's been rumors for quite a long time that this character was going to get a series, get some focus. Well, this is it. Bloodline. We get to find out who this character is and what she's about. And it's a pretty solid intro. I kind of honestly forgot about the Blade aspect of it and got to the end and all came together, I think, quite well. Had me interested in seeing what's up and what's going on. And then after that, we got a little X-Men action as well. This one's by Jerry Duggan, Matteo Loli, Rain Barreto, and Clayton Cowell. So X-Men, obviously, Krakoan Age, second Krakoan Age is going on. Destiny of X, with a Hellfire Gala on the eve. And, well, this kind of sets up some interesting conflicts for that event. It's going to be a pretty interesting one. I personally really liked this this release. I think it was a really, really solid one. Okay, next big one, we got Spider-Man Venom. First part was a nice little Spider-Man story. Didn't know where the hell this one was going to go. I thought it was really kind of intriguing, by Zeb Wells, John Romita Jr., Scott Hanna, Marcio Menace. It's Spider-Man fighting a post box. It's weird, but when it comes to the end, it all comes together, and it is a tease for Dark Web. I'm not going to tell who the villains are and who's behind this weird attack, but it has me kind of excited. One, kind of obvious. I think we probably could have figured that out for a while. And the other one, not so much. This should be a really, really good one. After that, we've got building up to a Venom storyline. It's okay. It's to be continued in the Venom comics. By Ram V and Al Ewing, Stefano Raphael, Alex Sinclair, and Clayton Cowell. I think unless you're reading Venom, it's not good. It kind of actually makes no sense. And I was reading, I think, the first, arc or 2 of Venom. I definitely read the first arc, and I even got to the end and was like, what the hell is going on? And then we've got a teaser for the upcoming comic, All Out Avengers, a couple pages from that. Looks fun. I mean, it's an Avengers comic. Enough said. This one, I think the Spider-Man, if you're really hardcore and interested in a Dark Web and what that might be about, it's worth checking out. We also get Marvel Voices Free Comic Book Day edition. Seems to be a smattering of releases from Marvel Voices. I'm pretty sure these have all been released in other comics. Marvel Voices lifts up the voices of minority creators, marginalized voices, and characters as well. It's solid. I think it's a bunch of short comics. You know, obviously with everything with anthology, you get some good, you get some bad, but generally I really enjoyed this. I think it was some solid reads. I think the art for some of it was amazing. I really, really dug a lot of the art. But overall, it's good. I mean, I think one that I think really stands out that kind of justifies. I didn't necessarily enjoy the art for it, but I think the writing really kind of lays out why this type of comic's important. These type of characters are important. Lots of different creators in this. Evan Narcisse, Janoy Lindsay, Nadia Shamus, Luciano Vesio, Jeffrey Virage, John Ridley, Olivier Coipel, Laura Martin, Alyssa Wong, Luis Portacio, David Ramos. I think I already said that. Yep. Michael Sullivan, Leonardo Romero. Apologize if I mispronounced anyone's name. We also have got Ariana Mayer, Travis Lanham, and Joe Sabino. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everyone. So, you know, if you haven't ever read Marvel Voices and you can get a copy of this, it's cool. And the other one was really looking forward to, we got Spidey and His Amazing Friends, a comic. It's a nice mix of comic and activity book. The reason I'm really excited about that is my daughter is a huge Spidey and His Amazing Friends fan, and weirdly there are no comics out for this. I think there's some golden books, there's some activity books, there's some other stuff, but there's no comics out there. This actually seems to be really, really cool. It's featuring all the stories from my first comic reader. It's an easy reading comic book, perfect for readers about age 5 to 7. Totally agree with that. There's it's got an intro of how to read a comic. Talks about the characters. I still don't know why they don't call Miles Morales Spin all the time and just puts Miles Morales. It drives me insane. And there's activity books. There's cool, can you like trace a vehicle? There's actual comics in there. The comics are clearly formatted for younger readers with bigger panels and bigger lettering. It's awesome. As a my first comic, I think it is absolutely fantastic. And it's also got some suggestions of other things you can get for fans of it, which is great because some of these I didn't know existed. A huge fan of that. I know my daughter is going to lose her mind. In fact, I'm going to try to get her to do a review of it because I think it's going to be awesome. She's going to be so excited. So yeah, we got 4 comics from Marvel, all being released free comic book day. Go hit up your local shop. I think it's pretty awesome that they're doing this. Tons of variety, tons of stuff for everyone. Older, younger, fans of Avengers, X-Men, Eternals, Spidey and His Amazing Friends, diversity, whatever. Awesome stuff. So if you're looking for a comic shop to go celebrate, we got a link underneath this video. Put it in, and it'll take you to a website that you can put in your zip code, and it'll tell if a comic shop's near you. So generally comic news, if you're interested in comic news, reviews, previews, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep reading those comics, and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.